everybody. Ed stuff. I got a big glare above my head. Okay, so I'm making a headboard for bed. I have these boards, these foam boards from the Dollar Tree. I bought 3 of them. And I did 2 straight up and down and 1 across the back. And then I'm just hot gluing the board onto the back to keep them stuck together. Just make sure it's down really good so you don't have it come apart on you. Okay. Set that on the counter. Okay, now I bought this material. It's like an iridescent, and I'm going to use this to cover my board. So I'm going to take my board and I'm going to set it out of the way for a minute. My cabinets have no doors because they're actually painted and they are drying. And I got 1 coat on the cabinets of it's a primer sealer that I'm using, and that's going to make it where I don't have to sand my cabinets. So in a minute, after I finish this headboard, I'm going to go ahead and paint those cabinets and then put the doors back on and then start doing the knobs. So I have about 3 yards here. Some of it is messed up. It has really big scratches in it. So I want to find, you know, the spots that are good. So you want to open this up. I'm hoping this is going to be wide enough for what I'm doing, which it should be. So you want to get it where, you know, your material, where it's wide, and then you want to make sure if you get something under the clearance bin, or even if you don't, check it for you know, any kind of snags or anything. You don't want anything showing on your headboard that doesn't need to be there. So get this laid out, and we're going to take our headboard, and now we're going to put it down where you're going to what part's going to show against the wall. Don't put the piece you glued onto the back forward, because then you'll have a gap in your headboard. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to check and make sure that you have enough room all the way around to tuck. So I'm going to scoop this a little bit, and we have a whole lot down here that does not need to be that much. Let me pull some more up this way. This. Okay, and then some more like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold the material over. So grab our material, we're going to pull it over. Okay, so turn this material and get it in place and hold this down. I know you can't really see on that camera what I'm doing because this takes up so much room. There we go. Okay, there's that. And then I need to pull this up. So I'm going to pull this up and make sure our sides get pulled over. Okay. Let's get our sides pulled up here. Okay, so we have enough here that it's going to cover a really big portion of the back with material, and we really don't need it to do that. So we can cut this off, and you know, I've been doing crafts for years. Like, I used to do a lot of different kind of little paintings and stuff like that, but never really any serious crafts until later on. And my mother-in-law says whatever scissors you use on material shouldn't be used for anything else. So make sure you have some good scissors to cut this with. So let me grab a pair of scissors. Okay, so I'm going to use my Pioneer Woman scissors. And I'm going to cut some of this off.
Want me to hold that?
No, I got it. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off the edge, what I don't need.
Well,
Dad, I
what do you
had
want
it.
done?
Oops. It's a lot more material than I had expected. Okay, now
What's that for?
I fold this piece.
Huh?
I'm doing a video.
A what?
A video. Okay, so grab your material. We're going to pull it up. Make sure it's really tight, and we're going to start gluing it down with our hot glue gun. Okay, so get your hot glue gun and put you a bead of glue, and then we're going to put this on here. That. Have more sticks so we don't run out. I'm just gonna put some glue down as we go. This glue gun isn't as good to work with as my other one because this is a low temp. I thought because of the foam board I should use a low temp, but I probably would have been okay using my my heavy duty one. It's hot in here today. And just keep gluing it down. Okay. Keep gluing this. And then we're gonna just pull the side over. Just tuck the side. And to make sure that it's good and straight. Don't want a big wrinkle in it. Okay, so we're going to start gluing down the side. I'm going to get this real good and glued down. Make sure you pull tight. If you have extra, don't worry. You can cut it off. Any excess material. You just want to keep adding your glue and then making sure it's down. Go over here. Sorry, I'm out of camera range. I'll grab another glue stick so that way it's ready. So I'm going to need it. I'm going to finish this corner right here. Whoops. Whoops, hold on. I've messed up right here. It's okay because I can easily fix this. You'll be able to see what I'm doing in just a second. Okay, now what you want to do is we need to make sure that our material's tight. So I'm going to stand this up for a minute, and I'm going to pull this material and make sure that it's tight and it don't have any wrinkles. Okay, so we're gonna keep gluing it down. I'm going to turn it around so I can get to the top. And we're going to pull it really tight. You don't want the front of it to crinkle. You check the front. Okay, let's get this straight. Okay, so you're gonna pull it tight. I'm going to glue and then pull tight. Glue and pull tight. I dropped you guys. Okay. And this one, same thing. We're gonna glue, pull it tight. Okay. In piece, same thing. Glue it, pull it tight. Now we're going to fold the end in and glue it. Okay, we're just going to keep gluing. And when you glue, just pull it tight. Get you a... Now, if you took and put some batting on the back of this, or underneath the material, then you could take push pins or like those real pretty tacks, and you could push them in and then glue like gems on them, and it would look like those real expensive headboards that you get from like IKEA. But this one doesn't have any batting in it, so if I was to do that, it wouldn't push inward, like, you know, when you push and have that gap in the material from the pin on like furniture. It won't give that gap because I didn't put any batting inside, because I'm doing something else with it. So I just want to make sure that I have it down good enough. Okay, so add another glue stick. Make sure everything is in place, which it looks like it is. Okay. The back of it doesn't have to look pretty, because, I mean, I don't know who's going to be looking at it. If they get the headboard down, it's just kind of silly. Okay, then a little bit more glue. Keep that part down. Okay, now. Okay, so. Whoops. Okay, so here's my headboard right here. And I have a little bit of a crease on that side over there. Okay, now, this is just an iridescent board now. If you had a pattern or something, you just want to leave it at that, you could. Okay, so now I'm going to take these vines that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're 50% off. So I only paid $5 for these. And I do not know why it's so dark in my camera. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take these roses and I'm going to hook them on my headboard. Okay, so I'm going to take it and make a straight line. And you're going to make as many as you want. And then when you get done, you're going to hot glue it. And then when you're done, you'll have rows of roses. So it can also be a backdrop for like photos and stuff. Just got to find the best part of the flowers here. Okay. That's good there. These aren't like floral flowers. They don't want to do what I want them to do. Snip that off. If you have a flower in the way, just, pull it off. Like that. Like I did. And then we're going to hot glue like this. See the roses? They're going to be like that. So we're going to hot glue this down on the back. Okay, so this is one row of roses, like that, and I'm going to finish the rest of them, and then I will show you what it looks like when I'm done.